Good morning, everybody. Stephanie here at Doc Chevy Buick GMC in Thomasville, Alabama with today's Noble Pick of the Day. This topic is something that is very near and dear to my heart as the sister of someone who lost a brother in a car accident. I'm going to talk to you today about teen driver mode. And even though it's called teen driver mode, this could actually be used for any driver to make their driving safer. So I've got some steps printed here, and I'm also going to add a video tutorial to this post when I post it later. So to set up teen driver mode in any GM vehicle, and by the way, I'm in a 2020 Buick Encore GX today. You're going to make sure the vehicle is turned on and in park, and we're going to go to settings. So that's the screen that came up, and I went to settings, and we are going to scroll until I find, let's see here. All right, settings, comfort, and I had to play around with it. I went to vehicle, and now I'm going to go to comfort and convenience. And this particular vehicle that I'm in does not have teen driver mode. So if I happen to be in one that did, I would then go to teen driver, and then I would have to set a PIN, okay? Personal identification number. Now, teens are very sharp. I know this because I used to teach them, and parents, you know that they're very sharp too. So you want to pick a number that they are not going to figure out. So don't use their birthday, don't use your birthday or your phone number. Use something that they are not going to guess, okay? So once you choose that PIN, you're going to place the fob. Now it matters which key, okay? You're gonna pick the fob that they are going to use, and you're going to put it right here in what's called the transmitter pocket, okay? And even if this vehicle did have that function, we wouldn't be able to go any further because I'm actually not going to set it up in this vehicle. You would have to have added the PIN and whatnot. And then it's going to ask you if you want to add the key. So if we were setting this up, then you would press add, and it would take you further to another screen that would allow you to manage the settings, okay? And I should show this to you. So at that point, it would allow you to choose the functions that you want to manage. And if I were a parent, I would probably choose every single one of them because I would want my child to be as safe as possible, okay? And then it's going to allow you to view the report card, and we'll look at that in a minute. And so as you are looking at what your child has done when they were driving on the road, it gives you an opportunity to coach them, okay? You know, if you see that they've been speeding or that they were following too closely, it allows you to use those as opportunities to teach them how to drive safer. So here are the steps that I've typed out for you. And like I said, I'm going to post another video that will, you know, take you step by step through how to do this. Okay, so teen driver report card, you know, the teacher in me just had to make a chart, but it's actually going to show this to you on the screen. All right, so some of the things that are going to be graded: the distance driven, how far did they go, the maximum speed they drove, that is very important, stability control events, you know, were they sliding around in a parking lot, were they doing donuts, what were they doing, anti-lock brake events, are they slamming on brakes and sliding, forward collision alerts, are they texting, driving, and then looking up and having to hit the brakes hard because they nearly rear end someone, forward collision avoidance braking, if the vehicle comes equipped with that, is the vehicle having to stop itself from hitting something that they nearly rear-ended. So it's going to show you all of those things, all of those events that occurred while they were driving. Very, very important. And a lot of these things are going to be the result of distracted driving. That is what took my brother's life, is distracted driving. And again, it's very near and dear to me. So if I can tell you something that is going to save another person's life, I definitely want to do that. So this would, this is definitely something that would make me want to purchase a vehicle that had these safety features as well as teen driver mode. All right, so what are some other additional features and benefits? Even as a grown person, I love to hear music when I'm driving down the road. You can choose the feature that is going to mute the radio until both front seat passengers are buckled in. And you might be thinking, well, what if they don't have a passenger? That vehicle is going to know if there's a front seat passenger or not. So they're not going to be able to hear the radio until both seat belts are buckled. It also limits the volume of the radio. So that's pretty cool. They can't just, burst your speakers. It is going to allow visual and audible speed warnings to be set. So if they're speeding, it's going to, tell them, hey, you're speeding. And it's also going to, you'll hear a chime that's going to say, hey, you need to slow down. It automatically turns on the active safety features, and it will prevent them from disabling it. So, let's say they're embarrassed riding with their friends. Oh, that's, my mom's got these safety features on here. Let me turn it off because, it's hurting my cool factor. They can't turn those off, okay? And what are those features? Stability control, front and rear park assist, the side blind zone alert, forward collision alert. So if they're about to hit something, different vehicles do it different ways. I've seen it where, red lights blink across the front and you hear a sound and it will get your attention. Daytime running lamps, forward collision avoidance braking, traction control, front pedestrian braking, and then lane keep assist. So all of these features are put in place to keep that driver safe. And again, it's called teen driver mode, but to me, it doesn't matter how old you are, you can never be too safe. So we here at Docs, your salespeople, our service department, we would all be happy to show you how to work these features. And again, there are a lot of great YouTube videos online through GM that you can watch to see how to work these features. So again, don't drive distracted. No text is worth losing your life over. So I'm Stephanie at Docs, Chevy Buick GMC.